In today's video, I'm going to be creating this soft glam look on my gorgeous bride. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the love in my last post. So today I'm going to be creating this soft glam look on this beautiful brown skin lady. First of all, I cleansed her skin. After cleansing her skin, I hydrated her skin with my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray. Then I let it dry into the skin before I moisturized. So next I'm using my Cetaphil moisturizer to moisturize her face. So next I primed her skin with this primer. I'm going to be leaving the name in my description box. So after applying primer, I let the primer absorb into the skin. So next I'm going to be using my Gentle Dove mattifying primer on the oily areas on her face. So next I'm going to be using my liquid highlighter from Newborn Beauty. This would help me achieve a glowy base. Then I spread the face again because I want the face to be a little bit moist. Then I dried it up a little with my fan. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using this foundation, this NARS foundation from my bride. I'm just going to use my flat brush to apply it all over her face before I blended it using my beauty sponge. So before blending, I went back with my face spray to spray the face. This would help me blend in the foundation properly. So after blending in the foundation, the next thing I did was to lock it up with the same fix spray. After locking it up, then I let it dry properly into the skin. So moving on to contour, I'm going to be contouring her face with my Avour foundation in the shade 035 to contour her face. So moving on to cream blush, I'm going to be mixing these two shades from my Blossom Lip palette and apply it above her contour and a little bit on the tip of her nose. Then next I used my beauty sponge to blend. So to highlight her face, I'm going to be using my Avour concealer in the shade 030 to highlight her face. So after highlighting, the next thing I did was to blend in the concealer on the highlighted area. So as you can see, everything is well highlighted. The next thing I'm going to be contouring her nose with the same shade of foundation I used to contour her face. Then I blended it with my beauty sponge. So next is to set the concealer. Before setting the concealer, I went back with my beauty sponge to blend the areas underneath her eyes. Then I used my Merak setting powder in the shade Cinnamon to set. Sorry, I couldn't record it. I never knew it wasn't recording. Then to set the rest of her face, I used this exact shade of powder of her skin color to set the rest of her face. So next I'm going to be applying this shade from my Adventure Oil Control Powder Palette on the areas I highlighted. For dry contour, I'm going to be using the same Adventure Oil Control Powder Palette. I'm taking the shade that is 2 shades darker than her skin to set the cream contour I applied earlier. So next I'm going to be using the same shade to contour her nose. So after that, I went back with my beauty sponge to bake. So I'm using the same setting powder, cinnamon, the same setting powder I used to set the face to bake the face. Moving on to the brows, I'm going to be using my spoolie brush to brush her brows first. Then I went ahead to use my brow balm to lay the hair nicely. So next is to draw the outline. I'm using my carrot gel liner and my angled brush to outline her brows, following the shape of her brows. Then next I'm going to be using my Avour concealer, the same one I used to highlight her face, to highlight her brows. So to highlight the top of her brows, I used the same foundation I used on her face to highlight the top of her brows. So next I'm going to be using this shade from the same Adventure Oil Control Powder Palette to set the concealer. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be using my viange eyeshadow base to prime her lid. So moving on to eyeshadow, I'm going to be using my focallure eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna take this brown shade and apply it on the outer corner of her lid, then blended it towards the inner corner of her lid. Then I blended it out with my peach eyeshadow from the same eyeshadow palette. So I went back applying this eyeshadow, the one I applied first. I went back to apply it, then blended it. After blending it, I used another brush to blend the inner corner of her lid. But because before you apply any eyeshadow there, you have to like blend before you apply any eyeshadow so it doesn't shift or break. So after this, the next thing I did was to apply the eyeshadow. So next I'm going to be applying this shade on the inner corner of her lid. So next I applied this eyeshadow from my Blossom Lip palette. I added it on her lid because I wanted to have this color. Then I added a little pigment. The pigment I use is from Avour Cosmetics. So I added some pigment because I wanted the lid to pop a little, in as much as my bride wanted something very subtle. So I just added a little pigment from Avour Cosmetics. So next I added some setting powder on the outer corner of her lid because I want the lid to be well defined. Then after that I lined her upper and lower lash line with my carrot gel liner. So next I'm going to be prepping her natural lashes with my Zaron mascara. So next I'm going to be using this pink shade from my Tara blush palette and apply it on her cheeks. Then I used my powder brush to blend everything together. After blending, the next thing I did was to wear her lashes. This lashes is from Miss Merak. She wanted something very natural. So she's a natural kind of human. So she wanted everything to be subtle. So after the lashes, I went back with my powder brush to blend again. You need to like blend. I kept on blending, and after blending I went back with my spoolie brush to brush her brows again. So next I'm going to be dusting out the excess that fell out from the eye and remove some excess powder underneath her eyes. You all know my client has eye bag. It wasn't easy blending this area, but we tried our best anyway. So next I pressed her natural lashes and her false lashes together. So next I'm going to be spraying the face. This will help to reduce the brightness on the face and help everything sit properly. After setting it, I let it dry. I used my fan to dry it into the skin. After drying it, I used my Maivels glow dust to add some highlight on her face. So next I lined her lip with this lip pencil. So next I added this nude lipstick because my brides wanted something very subtle. So after applying the lip, I blended it with my brush. So next I added some gloss on her lip.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a
So
smile.
I applied mascara on her lower lashes. Sorry, I couldn't record that part. Then I sealed it up, like I sprayed the face, then sealed everything up with my fix spray. And we are done. We're trying to dress the bride, trying to lay this beautiful hair piece on her hair. And my bride was looking very beautiful and naturally glammed. So yeah, this is the final look. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like, comment, support your girl, share this video, guys. Please help me, support me. Thank you so much. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys, kisses. Mwah.